Alrighty, so we're back here on some more Warframe. I've still just been on the Kuva Lich grind. Got a few more weapons. I think I got, what was it, the Stubbas recently. I got the Seer, all just in here waiting to claim eventually. And then right now I'm working on the Kuva Taunt Core. And then after this, there's only like 6 more weapons to do for Kuva Liches. But anyway, while working on this, the worst day of the year had just happened. Now luckily it's over by now. Now of course you can't really say what the official worst day of the year is until the year's actually over. But when it comes to like preemptively telling what the worst day of the year is going to be, I mean the worst holiday maybe you could say, it's gotta be April Fool's Day. I've just never really been a fan of April Fool's Day. I don't really like people trying to like spread fake news. That's never really been too entertaining for me. It's more so just an annoyance. It's not really fun to deal with at all. I don't really like it when people just say, oh, this happened when it really didn't happen, especially when it's like something that you're actually wishing happened, like maybe some sort of gaming news. And typically when it's around this time, it has other effects as well, because sometimes people are just speaking facts. They're speaking the truth. But since it's April Fool's Day, people don't really want to believe it. It could be outlandish news that's actually real and people will not believe it. And then on top of that, for social media at least, now I only really watch YouTube and Twitch. I don't have Twitter or Instagram or Snapchat, so I don't really have to deal with April Fool's jokes over on there. But at least with YouTube, the effects of April Fool's Day carry forward, because you could be watching a video that was posted on April Fool's Day a week later, or a little bit even later than that, sometimes years later, and you'll watch the video, you'll be thinking that it's not bait because hey, April Fool's Day is over, and then you actually look at the date and see, oh yeah, it's April Fool's Day, so all this was just fake. Okay, even though it's not, it's no longer April Fool's Day. It could be in the middle of November, but you're just now seeing the video. And then for some reason, some people want to do April Fool's Day early when it's like March 31st or March 30th. And it's like, why? But also, it's almost like the whatever charm April Fool's Day had, I never really thought of it as having much of a charm, but whatever charm there was has kind of just faded away because people are just baiting on a regular basis anyway. People are always rage baiting or trolling or engagement baiting, you name it. They're always just baiting in some way or another. Gosh, some way or another, and it is just not fun to deal with. So really, it's like the only people that are looking forward to April Fool's Day are trolls, which just makes no sense because they're already trolling on a regular basis. They don't really need an excuse to troll even more. It's in their system. They do it daily. It's not April Fool's Day for them. It's April Fool's year. I also feel like some people are probably just getting tired of it. People just get more and more fed up with it every year. And really, I didn't run into that many April Fool's videos this time around. I think I only saw about 2 April Fool's videos. Now, of course, it could just be the group that I watch. Maybe it happened more on Twitter or Instagram, something. I don't know, but really I'm kind of surprised. I only saw about 2 videos that were April Fool's videos. I'm just glad that it's over, although, like I said, it's not exactly going to be officially over because the effects of it are permanent, really. They're going to last forever. You're just always going to have to check the date when something was uploaded. Honestly, whenever I see an April Fool's video, I don't even want to watch it. I see, oh, April 1st. If it is actually bait, then I won't watch it. If it's actually just a regular video, which again, most of the people that I watch that uploaded yesterday are not baiters. They just upload their regular type of content. Now, some people actually do April Fool's Day in a very obvious way. Those are ones that I don't mind as much, but the ones where it's almost hard to tell if they're telling the truth or not, those are the ones that suck. I definitely know there have been some really bad news as well that has happened on April Fool's Day, and people are like, oh, April Fool's, yeah, and yet it's not. It's real. Like, I don't know. Imagine the Epic Games layoffs happened on April 1st. People have seen that online and be like, oh, it's April 1st. It's just an April Fool's thing. It's not real. No, it's real. So really, you just have a situation where people that are telling the truth on either really good news or really bad news can be thought of as not saying the truth just because it's April 1st. But anyway, it's out of the way now. Don't gotta deal with it. I guess in other news, I had my first official day back at work. After about 8 months, I went into some details about work in the last video. Just quick summary, I work at a restaurant. I worked for about 4 hours today, not very much. I'm only working 28 hours this week and then 36 hours next week. And I mean, it was a pretty chill time today. I was just in Dairy Bar, which is just making ice cream orders. I only did about 20 tickets roughly in 4 hours, so it was just not very busy today. The weather was not exactly great. It was about 50 degrees Fahrenheit and it had rained this morning, so I always love it when the weather's poor. I know that sounds ridiculous, but hey, it means that work is less busy for me. I know some people are like, oh, I don't like rain. Me, I've come to appreciate rain, but I mean, snow is my favorite. I love winter. I love cold weather. I don't have to get so hot and sweaty, and snow is just still fun to play with. I am still a man child. You will not take it away from me. But really, work was fine. I think the only one kind of issue I ran into was that I went to bed at about 2 a.m. and I had to be awake at about 9:50 a.m. so that would have been about 8 hours of sleep, pretty fine. But I didn't actually fall asleep for about 3 hours, so I only actually got about 5 hours of sleep. So of course it's not great sleep, but honestly I feel better than what I thought I would. Sleep is so weird. I don't understand it. It seems like if you get 7 or 8 hours, you're like, man, I'm so tired. If you get like over 8 hours, like I don't know, 10 hours or more, you're like, man, I'm still tired. If you get like 4 to 5 hours for some reason, you're like, oh, this ain't actually all that bad. I don't know why that is. It's very weird. I don't understand it. I know that 4 to 5 hours of sleep is not healthy. You're supposed to get, I think it's at least 7 hours. I know some of it has to depend on age. Age is definitely a factor, but it's just still confusing a little bit. Now over here on Warframe, just to give a little bit of news I heard, at least I found out. Mod-wise, we already know the next 2 augments for the next Nightwave. So looking at the first one, we got Venado. It's Sentient Incision plus 20% additional damage at max rank. This is plus 120%. Matching the target's weakness does not combine with other damage types. Now this is for Venado. I have not really used Venado too much. I'm just not too big of a melee person. There's only a few melees where I'm like, oh, this actually feels pretty good. But it seems like this mod is going to be pretty good. I don't have Venado Prime actually built up, and what I mean by that is actually modded out, tatered, all that good stuff. But it seems like it's going to be a pretty decent mod. I mean, more damage, why not? Then the other one is a little bit more interesting. This is for the Velox secondary, and it states on hit gain at max rank, it's plus 0.6% ability strength up to 60% maximum consumed on your next ability cast. Now some might think, oh, that's not too much different than Grimoire, because if we go over to Grimoire, I already have a build for it. Vome Invocation. This grants up to 60% strength. So this Grimoire mod and the Velox mod are the same amount of strength. I think the major difference is this is a little bit harder to build up. You have to rely on the alt fire and you have to make sure to hit enough enemies, and you kind of have a time window for it, and it can be a little bit much to manage when you're trying to set up your other strength sources, such as like Madurai and the Parazon, what is it called, Mercy Power Drain, and stuff like Growing Power, and what's the other one, Energy Conversion. All this stuff can be a bit overwhelming at sometimes, but with the Velox mod, you don't really have a time limit on it. So if you're using someone like Wisp, you'll be able to easily build this up and kind of conserve it for when you get the rest of your strength modifiers up. And then if you're using something like also Pax Bolt, it will help because Pax Bolt is also on a time limit. So when you're managing multiple time limits like this, it can be a bit overwhelming. Having that Velox mod with just no time limit is going to be pretty handy, I think. Because if you're trying to manage this with Grimoire, it's just going to be a bit much. And I feel like so many of these missions are just not that great. I mean, Sabotage is alright. I want my Capture and Exterminate. I guess the other news is that there was like another bow skin for the next Nightwave that was shown, and also a glaive skin. I'm really quite looking forward to the next Nightwave because mainly just because of the Namor armor bundle. It's like such a good one that I've been waiting for. That is coming out April 8th along with Veruna Prime, and I heard that Veruna Prime is actually going to run like she did in the trailer. She's going to be running on all fours actually, which is pretty neat. I like that change. And then also the operation should be starting soon. I think it's going to be April 3rd. I thought it was going to be today. Well, at the time that I'm recording this, it is still April 1st. I thought it was going to be today, but turns out it's not. I was incorrect on that. But that should be happening, and then we'll have to see what rewards are actually available for it. Hopefully there's some good stuff. Oh, really? My list just spawned with no warning. Let's see, is this going to be the order? Hopefully. I've got the first one. Do I have the second one? Oh, yeah, it's a Vom. Or not Vom. Ol. Is this it? No. Okay, well, at least I didn't use my Ol mod for that. Not too much else going on. I think that I'm going to be able to manage work and YouTube pretty decently. I actually already got the thumbnail for this video done, but YouTube should still just be uploading same time. Work will hopefully be going alright. I'm not too stressed about it. Work is normally fine for me. It's only on like some very busy days where it's like, oh, this is actually a little bit rough. But my schedule, I'm actually somewhat a fan of it, because I do like working 3 to 11 because I can get up at 2 p.m., which is what I'm more so used to. But working just 11 to 3 or 11 to 7, basically just not actually closing, it does kind of feel like there's actually some more free time in my day. I mean, especially with the 11 to 3. And there is a chance for me to actually get called off if we're just not busy, which when you get called off, it is such a great feeling. You're like, oh, another free day. This is nice. Working 6 days is probably going to be a little bit rough, even if it's only 36 hours, just, you know, not being home very much. Basically just always having to leave the house 6 days is going to be a bit but I think I'll manage. I know I was scheduled last year for like 48 hours a week, and that was a nope. Is my dog at the door? No, she is not actually. But anyway, I think that's about it. Okay, there I go. My brain. I did not really know what I didn't know what I wanted to say right there. I had like 2 different paths and I got stuck. But I think that's about all I've got to say for now. Just a little update video. I don't really know what I plan to do next. We'll have to see how things go. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on whatever I do next.